Hi guys, I'm Adam Wilborn from WhatCulture.
You're right, I'm Andy Murray from WhatCulture.
It's the news.
God, you can't even get that bit right. This
sorry,
is
brother.
the news, and we start off with a big return being teased for WWE, and that is yours and my favourite wrestler ever, Eva Marie.
Oh, Eva Marie, my sister.
Could be coming back.
Sorry, your sister.
To WWE, all red everything. Yes, has teased a return to WWE. She was just eliminated from season 2 of Celebrity Big Brother over in America, which also starred swimmer Ryan Lochte and Tom Green. Remember him?
Yeah.
Anyway, with her exit interview with TV Insider, she went on to basically say that it could be on the cards. She said, "I'm always going to have that itch. I absolutely love wrestling. You never know. Of course, if the opportunity arises and the timing is how it's supposed to be, I definitely would come back to shake things up because," and she's not wrong here, "I can always bring the heat." Oh, you can.
Yes, she can.
She continued to say that she can continue by denying that she was contacted for an appearance at last month's Royal Rumble, but did say that there's been emails and talk and exchanges back and forth. There's definitely been talks for sure, so it could be in the pipeline eventually.
Yeah, I am 100% up for Eva Marie coming back. Like, I know, it's Eva Marie, like, she can't really do anything, but that's kind of the whole point. WWE used her so well in her last run to just annoy dorks on the internet. Like, go and do your voice.
She can't even wrestle.
There you go. Like, that was the whole point. Like, she'd come in with these over-the-top entrances, and then that ring announcement thing with the Naomi match that was supposed to be that we ran through off camera. It's just really, really funny, good stuff. It's just a shame she got knocked down by that wellness policy violation.
Yeah, she is the antithesis of female wrestling. Her last appearance was the go-home SmackDown ahead of SummerSlam 2016, which she was subsequently replaced by Nikki Bella because of that wellness policy issue, and then she left WWE August 2017. And it's not like there's a barrier to not being able to wrestle in WWE. Nia Jax is there. So, anyone can come back and make a return, and I think if they need it for a certain angle, she'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, there's absolutely a place for a character like that in today's work rate-centric environment. And like with people like Becky Lynch, Asuka, Charlotte, Ronda Rousey, of course, doing all these great things, having these great high work rate matches. Just imagine Eva Marie coming back and being a really annoying troll. Like, she can't even do a headlock properly. It's amazing. She's great. Bring her back.
That entrance voiceover that she used to have was great.
Eva
Marie is stuck in traffic.
From Concord, California, the beautiful, entrancing. Anyway, enough Eva Marie. We're going to move on to someone who's very different to Eva Marie in that he is a man. And also, he can wrestle as well, I guess. Booker T.
Oh, my best friend.
Your best friend. He is suing Activision, baby, as in those guys who make a bunch of mediocre video games. Because, and get this, they seem to have, or allegedly, have stolen his G.I. Bro likeness of all things and put it in Black Ops 4, which of course came out a few months ago. So I've got some quotes here from the case. It basically says they could have drawn the character in Black Ops, David Prophet Wilkes. They could have drawn him any way they wanted, but they choose to steal Booker T's G.I. Bro. That's how the complaint goes. There's some more extrapolation. They put a picture of the Black Ops character alongside G.I. Bro and go, look, it's basically the same thing. Now, looking at it, there are some similarities there. Yeah,
it's a tough call. I'm going to defer on this to my good friend Jules Gill, who of course does stuff on this channel and on gaming. I showed him those two pictures, and his direct quote, he went, and then basically said, yes, you can definitely see some inspiration there, and he said people have been sued for a lot more for a lot less.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just like, man, I think if you can earn some money off of anything, go and do it. Like, squeeze some coins out of Activision. They've got way too many. Yeah, exactly. But it's just a kind of a weird one, isn't it?
Do these two look alike? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Moving on, more Elimination Chamber news to bring for you now, and that is the news that Kofi Kingston has replaced Mustafa Ali in this Sunday's Elimination Chamber, where the WWE Championship will, of course, be on the line. Not only was he announced as being a part of that, as being the representative from the New Day on last night's SmackDown Live, he stole the show. Genuinely, another phenomenal Gauntlet performance. We saw it happen with Seth Rollins last year. and we've just seen it with Kofi Kingston. He wrestled for nearly an hour as part of the Gauntlet match to see who qualifies for the number 6 entry in the chamber. He defeated not only the WWE champion Daniel Bryan.
Daniel bloody Bryan.
He also beat Jeff Hardy and Samoa Joe before eventually being submitted by AJ Styles, who then got RKO'd out of nowhere, and Randy Orton got the number 6 slot. But yes, Kofi Kingston looked absolutely phenomenal. He was all everyone could talk about. Of course, never had a world championship reign. A lot of people talking about it following this performance, though.
Yeah, I think this accomplished everything that it needed to, really. It was a really cool replacement for Mustafa Ali. Yesterday we spoke about Andrade and Rey Mysterio and a few other guys, but this was really cool. Like, it came completely out of the blue. Like, you forget how good guys like Kofi Kingston are, because in the New Day, he's used to taking every third night off because of the way the team works. They do 2 at a time, all that stuff. He doesn't get a lot of singles matches either, but when he does, he comes out with stuff like this, and it just kind of blows you away. Now, he's not going to win the chamber. He's not going to be WWE champion, I don't think. That would be a long stretch, but the fact that we're even talking about this as a possibility shows that that thing was a success. I think he's going to kill it, and he was awesome in that Gauntlet. The Daniel Bryan segment was fantastic. A bit slower during the Jeff Hardy, but it heated up again during the Samoa Joe thing, and he got beaten down, and the AJ Styles stuff was fantastic. That respectful, I'm going to help you up, but then Kofi starts slapping him around, saying let's fight and all this stuff. Yeah. Really great stuff, and I kind of want Kofi to be the last man eliminated. Haven't finished second.
Yeah, 11 years since his debut on ECW it is, and I just really, I've mentioned this for quite some time actually, that he deserves a singles push, and my early prediction now is yes, it comes down to Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston, and due to shenanigans, I'm going to predict, and this is a long shot here, Luke Harper gets involved, and then you have a 3-on-3 match with Harper, Rowan and Bryan versus the New Day at Fastlane. There's your match, and you know that's just
there's your match, yeah. Sounds good to me, brother.
And some other Elimination Chamber news to update you on as well. WWE have revealed that Sasha Banks has re-aggravated her shoulder injury on Monday Night Raw. She is still expected to compete at Elimination Chamber, and she tweeted out a response basically saying, whatever happens, I will be ready on Sunday. I think this is probably a little bit more of a work than a legitimate injury concern. So good.
Yeah, good, I guess. Hopefully she's there, because otherwise poor little Bailey's just kind of going to die.
Yeah, first starting off the chamber, aren't they, as well?
Yeah, they're starting off against Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, and given how bloody stiff Sonya speared Bailey into the goddamn floor last year, I'm a bit worried about that. But Sonya Deville's a legend, Bailey's really good, he'll be fine. Yeah. Anyway, so final story of the day. Speaking of women's wrestling, we may have an NXT call-up on the horizon. One of the better wrestlers in the NXT Women's Division, who hasn't necessarily had a lot to do storyline-wise of her own, is on her way to SmackDown, according to your friend, a PW Insider, not Jackson Pollock. I'm talking about, who am I talking about? Candice LeRae,
yes,
of course, evil Johnny Gargano's wife. She's great. She's fantastic. She should have probably been called straight up to the main roster, given that she's done nothing in developmental anyway. She'll be an easy fit. Now, the talk is that she might not make TV immediately. She'll primarily be brought on to fill out house show lineups, because obviously now we have Becky and Charlotte moving over to Raw. They have some holes to fill. They need a good worker to do that. Candice is great. I think she'll be a good fit.
Absolutely. She looked really good in the Rumble. Yep. We know she can go. Having seen her performances elsewhere, I think she'll be a real star.
Yeah, and anything they can do to keep her away from her twerp husband's little weird Joker gimmick thing.
They're gonna salvage it, I promise.
No, they're not. Okay, they might.
Before we move on to your Twitter questions today, just a very quick moment to say all of our thoughts here at WhatCulture, of course, going out to Pedro Morales' family. Of course, Pedro Morales, first ever Triple Crown champion, sadly passed away yesterday. A great loss to the industry, Andy.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, let's move on to your Twitter questions then. Don't forget you can tweet them at us at WhatCulture WWE. We'll start with a question from Ryan Mawini, who says, when AEW TV starts up, who would you like to see as general manager if they go down that route?
Oh, absolutely nobody. I think that authority figures have just kind of strangled WWE television over the years, even the good ones. I love William Regal, but we don't need him on TV. I like Drake Maverick on 205. We don't need him on 205. I don't like him on Raw. I like him on 205. We don't need them. Nobody at all. You don't need on-air decision makers. New Japan does not have an on-air decision maker. That promotion is doing rather fine. No, nobody.
Yeah, I think you either have a decision maker, but they are never seen, or someone who I think is really underrated, who's done a phenomenal job, the anonymous Raw GM. Let's move on to Angela Dawn's question. She asks, who is currently the best and worst commentators in WWE? Also, do you think having 3 commentators on each show is too much?
They all suck. No, they don't. They're like, all of them are good at their job. They are just at the will of a tyrant old man screaming in their ear. So even Michael Cole on his day is a very good commentator. He's very good at what they want him to do. But I'm going to answer this subjectively. I'm going to tell you who I like, who I think is the best and who I think is the worst. The worst for me, I'm sorry, the comment section is going to absolutely hate this. It's Mauro Ranallo. The guy has 1 speed, it's 11 out of 10 all the time. He'd be brilliant if he regulated that. But if he's going, oh my God, what a snapmare within the first minute of a match, I cannot take that serious. I'm sorry. I know people love him. I'm in the minority. I accept that. The best, wow. Tom Phillips doesn't annoy me.
I was going to say Tom Phillips.
Nigel McGuinness is good.
Tom Phillips is fine, isn't he?
Yeah.
There's some memorable moments that I have Tom Phillips' voice
Sends
playing
good
in my
selfies,
head.
Tom Phillips.
I'm going to say best, to flip reverse it, I'm going to say Mauro Ranallo. But I will put a caveat in small doses.
Yeah, I mean, that man said the worst. What was that line he said about Pete Dunne in War Games? He might be a vegan, but he's got a penchant for finger food.
Yeah.
Awful. Don't. Just stop that.
And worst, at the moment, I hate to admit this, Renee Young. Not a fan. She's not being booked. I shouldn't say booked. She's not being given a lot to work with, and she sounds stupid all the time. She's not helped by Corey Graves, nitpicking all the time, and also whenever they go, what do you reckon about this whole thing with your husband? It's not helping her.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. Renee Young, I think, is the most skilled broadcaster in WWE. When she leaves this company, and she will leave this company at some point, she'll have a great career with a major sports network, and WWE will be sitting there going, why did we do this to her? They've wrecked her, basically.
As of right now, she's the worst, but she's definitely got scope to be a lot
She's
better.
Simultaneously the worst and the best. They've made her the worst, but she's probably the best.
Final question comes from Manuel on Twitter, who says, should WWE scrap title defenses between the Rumble and Mania? They seem like unnecessary chores.
I mean, that's a very good point. I think that they should certainly not have 2 pay-per-views between the Rumble and Mania again, as they're doing this year. That complicates matters.
Genuinely forgot about Fastlane when I was chatting about it to someone in the office yesterday.
Yeah, Roadblock, End of the Line, Fastlane, Tony Bone, whatever. But I don't necessarily think that having 1 title defense is a bad thing, because this is a company that does kind of struggle with long-term storytelling, and long-term to them, unfortunately, is 2 to 3 months. They get very repetitive. They start doing these same things week after week. You see the patterns emerging, and it just gets a bit of a pain in the backside. So if you're able to have an interim program for the February pay-per-view where the champion cannot have to concentrate on the Rumble winner, and the Rumble winner can have a different type of singles feud, then that's cool by my book. It's a bit of variety, and it prevents things from getting stale before WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think it all wholly depends on what you're doing in the interim. Like the Elimination Chamber, if we were looking to, if it wasn't so obvious that, touch wood, Daniel Bryan is going to be in the holding the WWE Championship as they go into Mania, I think we'd all be excited. Do you remember the one where Bray Wyatt won, and there was all different people in there, and you were thinking, oh God. And even the one we were hoping that they would change it, but the one with when AJ Styles had to defend against Cena and Owens and what have you, I really enjoyed that, but only because I was like, oh, please just give us AJ versus Shinsuke.
Yeah.
Which they did, and it was a bit rubbish in the end.
Yeah, it just
that wasn't their fault. Right, let's move on to today's and finally, and it's actually a little bit of breaking news.
Oh my.
Because we all know that Seth Rollins is going to face Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania. But in the interim, we mentioned there about title defenses, we could see Brock Lesnar face a real, legitimate WWE legend, because he got called out on Twitter last night by the Iron Sheik, who tweeted this. We'll pop it up on screen. The Brock Lesnar, I break back and poop on you. And that's Becky Lynch is how you do Twitter.
Oh, God bless the Iron Sheik. Now, I've heard a few things about the Iron Sheik's Twitter account that might ruin the magic.
Yes,
I'm not going to tell you those.
Don't spoil it.
But what a gem of a man, isn't he? Yep. Have you ever heard Steve Corino's impression of the Iron Sheik?
No.
Look it up on YouTube. I'm not going to repeat it.
Okay,
very
good.
problematic. Very problematic.
Phil looks relieved you're not doing
Phil
that.
knows.
Yeah. But yes, Iron Sheik, Brock Lesnar at Fastlane before we head to WrestleMania. Vince, make it happen. Let us know your thoughts on that and all of today's news stories in the comments section below. below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And make sure you check out What Culture Wrestling's podcast by searching for What Culture Wrestling on either iTunes or Spotify. We have daily wrestling podcasts on there. My thanks to Andy Murray. Thank you for watching, and we will see you soon. Bye.